Alright, you guys, let's start with part 2 of Outer Worlds. Let's see how this goes. Oh, I totally forgot that, I kept on dying. Alright. I gotta be sneaky with this. Okay, that's that. Alright. You know what I don't like about this game? That the loading screens are so long. That's the one thing I don't like about it. What's all that? Tickle. I don't know when I might get a heavy gun. Yeah, oh, I see now. Okay. Let's hope they don't notice me. I'm supposed to go inside, am I? Wait, I'm supposed to go, okay. Hold up, I'm trying to hear this. Am I gonna get her for doing this? Let's see. Is that a bomb? What did I pick up? You know what I was thinking about when I was playing this game? That I'm gonna do some. How do I say this? Play it. And cut off all the stuff that's not necessary. And then keep the stuff that is. So like stuff like this, I might, like in the future, just cut it off. And just, you know, get the ones that are important. Ah! Shit. Hey. Menso. Okay, where are these guys at? Shooting it. I see one of them. Keep an eye out. Thank God. Dogs out there. both on top of each other. Hey, why can't I get the... Let's go get it. Okay. No, but I might use those chests. Anything else in here that I could... I don't know why I kept on dying last time. 3 times, 4, 5, 10 times or whatever. Ridiculous. Oh, wait, there's something. None of these cells. But yeah, I'm thinking about just cutting off the stuff that it's like not interesting, or do some gameplay where I just scavenge for stuff, then show you guys what's actually going on. Okay, which way is it? I don't know how to check the map. Okay, where am I at? I'm gonna go over here. Okay, how do I get over? Okay, I went this way. I'm gonna go that way. Oh shit. Okay. I need a flood. Okay, see how that works. But yeah, this is a great game. Look at that. So.
What's up? Screen recording?
Yeah, yeah. That's pretty dope though, look.
Well, that's cool. Except for the grass.
Yeah, the grass sucks. But that.
They tried on that, but not the grass.
Pretty much. Okay, let me take capture of that. Okay, let's go that way. If I would have stayed through that route, would I have faced that, Ah, shit! Ah! Okay, I'm gonna die. I'm dead.
Is it hard to play?
Oh, I could sleep in this game? No way! This is pretty dope. Okay. I'm gonna go through here, I think. Ah, shit. God damn it, I hate that. Okay, I need to raise up my stupid lockpick shit, because that's been getting me annoyed. What the hell? Oh, that's a glitch. Or that could just be an ornament. Oh, I was already over here, okay. Okay, I need to go up there. It's ridiculous. I can't do that shit.
Me too.
See, oh, that's where they are. Okay, I need to switch guns. Oh yeah, that's good.
Zoom in.
Yeah. Oh shit, they could grow? What the hell? These are OP, dude. I love you. It's easy cause you're beautiful. I think I might have to find the sniper later. I mean, not the sniper, damn it. Where are these stupid shits at? Shit, where did I jump? I jump like that. I jump like that. I can't jump on that. Oh, I got scared for a minute. Oh, that's them. Okay, thank God I went around. Not yet, Bubba. Oh, shit. Okay. Run! I think that was my only option of doing this. Okay. Ah! Oh, shut up. Okay, I know I do weapon. The video. Oh, hello. Corporate guard. Of course they're corporate.
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Marauders got her.
Just between us, Wilson
I'm not being a batiche.
lost his nerve. Ran off in the thick of night.
You kidding me? Damn. Always thought he was made of sterling stuff.
I think he was plagued. Guess he didn't want to die in the sick house.
Plague? Ah, shit. I had some of his salt tuna.
You moron.
Don't mind me.
You're safer inside the walls.
My ass! I'm safer inside these fucking guns! Chump. Okay. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, this way. Okay. Now there's gonna be side missions and shit. Corporate troop. Canary. You. What a let's say, Shandy. You're gonna hear me talk like that.
Miss,
Oh wait.
I need you to explain this aggressively. The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The can's
Dumbass.
bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus.
No, keep on talking.
You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Oh shit. Just like they're doing the modern day fucking shit, bro. Nobody's fucking eating those fucking chicken breasts because they're not actually chicken breasts, bro. They're filled with fucking antibiotics shit that aren't real. That don't make sense at all, but you know.
Seems we've got a guest.
No shit.
Buddy, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just old.
Duh.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform. Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Let me guess.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith, for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you.
Great! I got my wrenches,
She's super excited.
indicators, and hairpins, and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help.
I don't want to hear it. Oh, I have to own that. I totally forgot. Okay, let's check our person. Or oh, she has a hammer. I can't read that shit. The companion ledger shows everything in the light. Companion is change companion here. First select and swap out. That's kind of like Fallout. Okay. Surfacing. Fuck you, motherfucker.
Inventory.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to delete a lot of shit.
Why?
Just to fuck like stuff like this. I'm gonna have to delete.
Then I was
Just to
talking.
yeah. No, it's just like stupid random shit that needs to be cut.
Oh,
Yeah, just random shit. Yeah.
I should do like whenever you do the funny moments, dude.
That's probably what I'm gonna do.
Huh?
That's probably what I'm gonna do.
At the end of the year, 2020.
Or do like what Josh Dub does every fucking few months. He does a funny VR moments of 2020 or whatever and shit like that. Oh, it's behind us. Like,
Hey, mister, can we talk?
hey, baby. Yeah.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just... Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, get my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident.
See,
Miss McDevitt. Gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. Alls I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place. Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if he can get out to her. Life's hard here. Especially for them that don't fit in so well. We're one big Spacer's Choice family, but every family's got the one the rest whisper about. Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. The mission's on the east side of town. You can't miss it, on account of it being the only clean thing. About if what Mr. Thompson proposes to do is upright. Leaving Miss McDevitt's folk to their fate. Their neighbors. Kin. And maybe he can think of something else to try. Something we ain't. He used to go walking outside town. Maybe he found something that'll help. It's just an idea. That's all. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make a decision that'll hurt somebody, it's best to think on the right and wrong of it. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
I had to read one little bit of that. Okay. Turn on. Where's the vicar? They're outside. Wait, there's two doors.
Sometimes I wonder what I'm doing, Lisa.
We should keep our voices down.
Oh, that's just an exit. They said he's in the place where his name is replaced.
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Our place in the universe is fixed.
Ugh. Oh, this guy.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max,
you don't like him.
sort of prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger. Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
I so rarely get new people to talk to. Name your poison, anything at all. Spiritual counseling, this season's tossball predictions, the quickest way out of town.
But what? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so brave as to drive her to my mission. What is Mr. Thompson?
No. I'm playing this.
Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. They rejected the order of society and live beyond the walls so thoughtfully provided by our Spacer's Choice patrons. Does that strike you as a responsible life choice? Astute. But I am here, not in the deserter camp, so that's not a variable I can account for. Assuming your goal is to save as many as possible, then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold.
Not if things are left to stand as they are. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume. One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. I just want to keep the writing out of layman's hands. It wouldn't do for such information to fall into public consumption. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map. Assuming you're serious? It is not only a beautiful relic of a bygone time, it's also the thoughts of an early thinker on the nature of man's place in the cosmos. Not many in this colony could understand its true value, should they ever read it. Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
Something you need? You mean about the mission being too clean? I know, but Vicker says the universe is a machine, that it runs by law. Real machines have gunked up oil, scratches, and worn bits. You can tell they've seen handling, been used by folk. The machine Vicker sees is one that ain't never been run. It's not for people to live in. It's something on a museum shelf, under glass. The Vicar's about the only soul in the Vale who spends his time thinking on what is and ain't right. It's just that when he looks at me, I feel I'd disappoint him.
Oh shit. Back into it. Did I really go around? Yes, I did. Okay, I went around. Fuck. Can I go in here? I can. Can't steal any of this. Boosa. Shit, okay. That shit's fucking far. Oh my god. There's somebody here with cemetery. I just don't know where. Oh, this guy right here.
Hey, Miss Parvati. Come for a visit?
Not today. Just helping this fella.
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. You talk too pretty for a marauder. Most of them just grunt and yell. Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls and low prices. Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you. Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family. Got a knack for being discreet-like? There's money to be made, long as you keep your nose clean. Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites, we rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see. 4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just make sure he pays up. Yeah? Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees. Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna duck my pay. You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, braving the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the 1. All my life? Work's been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees.
Guess I found another. Alright, you guys, I'll end this video right here, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.